What's going on, family? If you haven't already got to know me a little bit better, go ahead and go to the About section. I'll reintroduce myself as well, but I really want you all to check that out. I'm Brother Coasty at IALLG.com. I am the owner of this academy, and I'm super excited that you're interested in enrolling with us. It's super awesome. Before we get started, I want you to go through a thought experiment with me, right? So you can close your eyes or you can keep them open, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And I want you to go through these three questions. If you knew there was nothing that you couldn't have in life, what would you have? If you knew there was nothing that you couldn't be in this life, what would you be? If you knew there was nothing that you couldn't do in this life, what would you do? Okay? Hope some things came up, and maybe you've never thought about those questions before, and that's fine. I want to just give you a little taste of what it's like on the inside working with me, being in this academy, and being part of my mentorship program. I'm going to challenge you and I'm going to help you spread your awareness. That is your ability to see past your current situations, the current box that you may be in. I'm super excited that you got the itch and you scratched it to even hit the apply button because not everybody does it. So high five, boom, that's a point for you. I want to let you know a little bit about the academy, about the mentorship program, and we can proceed from there. This is a limited spot academy, and the reason I do this is because I want to be able to give my full time and attention to those people who are dedicated. I could have hundreds and thousands of students, but would I be able to focus on you all? Would I be able to focus and help and correct or maybe even give that feedback to every single person and still be able to maintain my own sanity? No. You'll realize I practice what I preach, and what I'm going to preach in practice is the ability to maintain balance in life. Let me tell you a little story about myself that's not in the bio, actually. There was a moment in my life where I had everything in the world that everybody says you should have. I had a nice paying car. I mean, a nice paying job. I had a nice car slash truck. I had a house. I was married. Like I had all the nice jazz, but I was still unfulfilled. And I remember specifically the day I was in my home office and I looked at my computer screen and I just felt like, yo, no, no, no. Like it was just this overwhelming feeling like I got to do something different. And that feeling never went away. And in fact, it was probably the catalyst for the way my life turned out shortly thereafter. And it's kind of a horror story to a degree, but I thank the Creator, the Most High. I'm just grateful and full of gratitude for that experience because things have to fall apart before they come together. They have to fall apart before they come together. And a lot of the times, we don't want things to fall apart. We don't want things to change. And guess what happens when things don't change? You're not ever gifted the opportunity to transform. You're going to have to let go of certain things. You're going to have to let go of certain habits. You're going to have to let go of certain people, and you're going to have to let go of certain environments. And I'm giving that stuff to you up front before you go to the application, because if that's not for you, if you're not ready to take that leap, if you don't want to do it, don't. Save yourself some time and respect mine, you know. And I want to let you know as well, this is not cheap. It's not a cheap date. This isn't like, the courses that you watch and you just watch the material and it's about an hour long and then, all right, cool, I got it, and you run off with it. This is not one of those things. This is an intensive program. Now, it doesn't require all the time in the world, but it does require some time. But more importantly, it requires a commitment. A commitment not to me, but to yourself, to your future self that's waiting on you. You have potential that is waiting on you, that is just welling up. And that's where the itch comes from that you have, like something has to change. Something has to be different. That is the inner you crawling and scratching and trying to get out of this box that society has put it in. And the real secret is you have been the one with the key. Okay? So this program, this academy It's going to teach you all about how to use that key. And it's also going to break down a lot of the things that stop us from realizing our true potential, from embracing our greatness, right? And I'm going to just be honest with you. Everybody that's watching this is typically going through these five things, right? They're feeling unfulfilled, right? They don't feel satisfied with their routines, their day-to-day movement. They feel lost or confused on where their path is at, what they should be doing, what they should be focusing on. They want to have control of their life. They feel like the day-to-day normal life, that's just not them. And I get it, yo. That was me. Look, I didn't finish telling you all the backstory, but before I went into mentoring, I was a corporate accountant. And you'll get to know my personality a lot more through this program. I'm not a behind the desk, quiet number crunching kind of guy. Now, I can play that role. I can put that mask on just like you putting the mask on going to your job or doing whatever it is that you're doing. But that wasn't me, and I refuse to live a life like that. Les Brown had this. It's a saying, and it was like, uh, basically, you're settling in life when you don't go after what you're meant to do. And I refused to settle. So I was a corporate accountant before I became a coach. And I'll be honest with you, I've been a coach my whole life. I've been a teacher slash mentor slash perspective guy. Like this is my role. I realize it. I recognize it. And that's what I'm gonna do through this academy. Help you recognize your role. And once you recognize your role, you can sit in it. You can live in it. You can act in it. You are it. And life becomes less and less of a fight and more of a flow. All right, so we're gonna move from fighting to flowing. All right. So hopefully at the end of this academy, if you don't get all of it, you'll at least get one thing. And the biggest takeaway that everybody gets is a more solid purpose for life, a more solid understanding of what they came here to do and what they were destined to be. Okay. So I want you all to go ahead and hit that button below. Go ahead and enroll in the academy. And if you want a little more information, because I know I can be a little disjointed sometimes, just go ahead and read everything on this page. It's awesome stuff. Yeah, I wrote it myself, and it's because this is what I feel in my heart. I know this is what you're going to receive. I know this is what you need. It's what you need. All right? You deserve it. And I got to harp that one more time. You deserve this. You deserve the next stage of your life. I want you to apply fast. Please do it fast. I don't want you have no wait and get everything on the back burner. I just want to give you a thought experiment again. Just think about this, because I do things. It's a 3-month course, a 3-month program, 3-month mentorship. If you don't get in on this round, you got to wait 3 months. What would 3 months being in this situation look like to you? What would 3 months of living unpurposefully look like to you? What would 3 months of keep putting on that mask that you know you don't want to wear? What would 3 months of living the same unsatisfied routines feel like for you? What does that do to you? People don't recognize that when you aren't living in your purpose and you're doing things out of habit and force, because you're forcing things in life, it does a lot to your emotional well-being. You're not happy. That means the connections that you have, even though they're already inauthentic typically, they become more and more strained. And guess what? The more strained those relationships are, typically it's an indication of the relationship you have with yourself. What would 3 more months of a disjointed relationship with yourself feel like? You deserve this. Don't put it off. Don't put it off. So I want you to enroll. Hit that button below. Let's get started. Let's get you journeying on the next stage of your adventure if you qualify. So that's why I want you to do it fast. Get it done. Let's get it knocked out. And if it seems like we're a good fit, I'll be giving you a call within 72 hours. We're going to talk. We're going to make sure we are a good fit over the phone. Again, this is not a commitment right now. This is just you putting something up. This is you taking that step. All right. I'm going to stop talking now. I love you all. This is Brother 𝐁𝐫𝐨𝐭𝐡𝐞𝐫 at 𝐈𝐧𝐯𝐨𝐥𝐭. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.